I think that people are just more prone to use guns and settle things differently.
A longtime Clevelander tells us he is concerned about deadly violence. And just hours later, a 40-year-old man was shot and killed on Cleveland's east side.
Now, 2 city councilmen fed up with what's happening on our streets unveiled a plan to curb the violence. News Channel 5's Kristen Volk joins us live with this plan and what it includes, Kristen.
Well, Lee, part of it calls for more funding for youth violence prevention programs like the Boys and Girls Club. It also calls for police to randomly stop people, to stop, question, and frisk people. Now, they're just recommendations for now, but for people like Richard Starr, they're steps in the right direction.
Right now, the crime rate is high, the violence is out of reach, gang affiliation is terrible.
2 weeks ago, Richard Starr lost his good friend, Linnell. 5 months ago, the 25-year-old lost his cousin, Anthony. Both lived in Cleveland. Both were fatally shot.
Nowadays, it's no more fighting. It's, hey, you say you don't like me for whatever reason, whether it's on social media. You just say you don't like me, guess what? Now I'm going to say we gonna shoot it out.
Richard, a Boys and Girls Club staff member, says he can't take it anymore. He's lost 7 loved ones to violence this year alone, and he can't bear to lose one more.
Kids are joining gangs or doing violent crimes just so they could get their name and popularity in the streets, not knowing what they're doing. So right now it's rough.
I have not seen it this bad.
Ron Soder is also feeling the pain. Ron is president of the Boys and Girls Clubs in the Cleveland area. And so far this year, 8 people associated with the organization locally have been killed. One of the 8 is Herman Gross, a former club member.
So Herman was a really good solid kid when he was growing up in the club.
Some of our neighborhoods are physically and emotionally sick.
Community leaders and councilmen are taking notice of the problem. Today, more than a dozen of them came together to announce their recommendations.
You've got to step up to the plate, and you got to help us with this problem.
They called for more conflict mediation in schools and jobs for young people. This comes as Cleveland police say gun violence has killed 44 people in the city so far this year. A total of 73 people died from gun violence last year.
The councilmen say they expect City Council to take up these recommendations at a hearing at the end of August.